Hello, hello. Tabetha here with another episode of Tabetha's Art Tips, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite paintbrushes, like I've been doing, because I love so many paintbrushes. This is a Filbert brush. Now, a filbert is very much like a flat brush, and if you saw the video a few weeks ago, or a few videos ago, you'll remember that a flat brush is just that. It's got this pinched ferrule, and it's sort of a squared off flat brush, sort of like your typical paintbrush, right? Like house painting brush, except on a smaller scale. So a filbert is very similar to that, except it's got these wonderful curved bristles at the top. So here's another one. It's a little thinner, it's smaller, but it's got the curved bristles at the top. And this is so helpful for painting things that have rounded shapes. So if I put this paintbrush right up here into these little puffy clouds in the distance in the background, you can sort of see how you can already just form that shape with these guys. So that's one thing you can do with a filbert. So I'm just going to play with this for a few minutes and see where it goes. This is an old canvas from a class that I want to paint over. I actually kind of like the background of what's happening, but I don't know what's happening with this. It looks like an oil slick is in there, so we're just going to paint over this thing. So it's always a good idea when you get a new paintbrush to sort of try some brush strokes and see what you like. And often I will use this in filbert in place of a flat brush, because it does a lot of the same things. It can cover a large area in a short amount of time. So for these fluffy clouds, I'm just going to get some white paint on one side of this brush and start doing some little bumpy fluffy, happy cloud formations. Now the key to this, of course this is not a tutorial on how to do cloud formations, but you do want to get another color in there, a blue or a gray, or some sort of a sky color that will give it some contrast so you can actually see what's happening. Sometimes I'll just paint get a little flat on the bottom, and I'll usually do these in several layers, but it's very, very easy with this brush. Also, for something else you can do with the filbert brush, they're good for painting, well, like I said, anything rounded, anything with round, curved edges. For instance, if you're going to do a full moon or some sort of an oval, maybe it's going to end up a face or something. Any sort of a sphere, anytime you want to get a curve in something, a filbert is really good for that. The filbert is also good for doing little you want to do some little rounded leaves. I like to do leaves in layers. So sometimes I'll just do layers of these little dabbed on leaves. Again, this is a messy, not very cohesive painting. It's just a demo painting, obviously. I don't know, maybe it'll turn into some crazy surrealist thing happening here with the clouds coming down into the trees and a person right under the clouds. There could be something here, I don't know. Might be fun to play with. Yeah, gosh, it's really hard to stop doing these little fun leaves. I don't like to think about it too much. I just dab them on, and I do layers and layers. And they can get quite messy, which I love. So the best way to figure out what a brush does is to just try it out. Just try it out and have some fun and see what shapes you can make. Load the brush up. Pull it across the canvas or paper. Twist and turn. See what you can get. Sometimes you need more water on a brush than other times. Just have fun with it. You never know what you can do until you try. These almost look like claws. So try some shapes and see what you think you might be able to do with these things. Maybe you don't want realism. Maybe you just want to do some cool, fun, abstract stuff and want to make some little patterns. That almost looks like the head of some strange bird. Or maybe it's an octopus. Anyway, have fun with it, whatever you do, and let me know in the comments what I missed. How do you use your Filbert brush? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you're watching on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And subscribe to my channel if you would like more art tips and tutorials. All right, see you next time.